Good evening, Infinite Hollywood and Power Ranger Samurai fans. This is Wesatron back with another review for you. Today we're looking at Deker from, I believe it's Series 2 of Power Ranger Samurai. I totally got rid of the package very early on, so I don't have any package to look for you, but hey, you're going to play with him anyway, right? So this is Deker. Basically he's like half demon, half human, or they call him Nilox in the show, but basically demons. So he's half demon, half human guy. He's looking for the perfect battle, and he thinks he can find it with the Red Ranger, and it's to appease his sword, Uramasa, excuse me. So, figure looks actually really, really good. The detail is much better than you would think for a Bandai figure. This is Bandai America. It's 4-inch scale, roughly. We've got, a really, really nice wash all over the body. It may be difficult to see under the harsh lights, but it's almost like a gray-silver wash. Very interesting. Almost gives it kind of a pearlescent look. The nice reds. The face, unfortunately, is not, transparent. In the show, it's like a transparent dome over a skull design, and there's some transparency in the shoulders and on the chest and whatnot, but, obviously they can't do that on a 4-inch figure. It'd be too difficult, but it looks good. The colors are great. Looks vibrant. Looks like the character. The back looks gorgeous. They actually, this is really cool, Uramasa. They sculpted that really unique sheath he's got. They didn't actually sculpt the sheath itself, but I guess the frog that he hangs on his back, that claw that grabs the weapon, they actually sculpted that in, and that's how you can sheath Uramasa on his back, which is really, really cool. I dig that. Nice tentacles back here, kind of like an H.R. Geiger looking thing, with like the little, like tubing almost looking in there. Very cool, very detailed, very well done, I gotta say. Great job, Bandai. I'm into it. Go ahead and take a look at Uramasa. It looks pretty much just like it does on the show. I mean, there's no painted detail here on the Suka or anything like that. Nothing painted here on the end. They did get the back of the weapon serrated and painted red, just like the real weapon is in the show. So that looks good. Totally undetailed Suba. Nothing spectacular there. But it works for this scale. It looks great. I'm into it. This other weapon, I'm not sure if this is coming. By the end of Season 1, we kind of figure out what's going on with Deker, at least as far as his fate with the show. But there's got to be more to it. This sword never shows up with him in Season 1, as far as I remember. I just finished the first 20 episodes. So I think there's more coming for his character, but I don't know. I don't keep up with Sentai, so. But yeah, figure looks great. Really into him. Yeah, nothing more to say about that. Articulation is as follows. He's got a slightly ball-jointed head. Full 360 degrees on that. Probably very minor tilt. Bandai really isn't. I don't know what their deal is. They put ball joints on their figures' heads, but then they don't give you the chance to use them. Shoulders are swivel hinge. Obviously go all the way around. Only out to about there because of the shoulder armor. So you're not going to get any really cool sword poses out of him. Very minor things. He's mostly just going to stand there and look awesome. We've got the Hinge Elbow. Goes about 90 degrees. Full spin on the wrists. This wrist has given me a lot of trouble. Kind of similar to my SDCC Lion-O. Because this is a painted figure, you will have some stuck joints, as I can feel it right now. Hear that? That was kind of trying to stick. Any place where there's paint, there's a chance that you're going to get a stuck joint. And in this case, I had to crack just about every joint on him. See, this one's sticking again too. I'm going to press in and twist. It's a little safer than just twisting on its own. But yeah, full spin there. Nothing in the waist or torso, unfortunately, so nothing too dynamic for him. Legs go forward that far. Back as far as that. The skirt and the butt blocks him, unfortunately. Same on that side. No spin in the thigh. He does get, the spin in the calf, though, which is nice, And of course, the hinge right there in the knee. Nothing in the ankles, which is unfortunate because he does have kind of see how this kind of goes up a little bit right here? Occasionally, every once in a while, it can make him kind of difficult to stand just because it's not perfectly flat. It's kind of like trying to stand a McFarlane Elite. But, you know, you just work his knees a little bit, you can get him to stand pretty easily. But ultimately, the articulation is serviceable for this scale. It's about what you expect from Bandai or Amasa. Looks great pose in his hand. You can't really, you know, get a whole lot out of it, but, you know, with this other weapon, it's not bad. You know, you can kind of get some neat looking things like that. Maybe get this going. Can that be done? I think I've done this. Yeah, that foot could be a little problematic, but it's not the worst thing in the world, methinks. There we go. You know, cool. Face off against Red Ranger. Well, Red Ranger's ready to go. Or whatever you want to call him. Shinken Red, if you're into Sentai. There you go. Not bad. There is a bit of a scale issue. I'm so not a scale Nazi, but Deker is pretty big dude compared to the Rangers. And when you're looking at scale, unfortunately I don't have my Yellow Ranger in here, but you can see right here, Red Ranger is pretty big compared to him. His legs kind of flare out a little bit. They do not go in any further than that, unfortunately, because I think if he could move those in a little further, he might improve his height, but since he can't, he kind of can't even get this guy to stand. There we go. Nope. Yep. Well, anyway, I can hold him. You can see Red Ranger is just a hair taller than him, which I think Yellow Ranger is actually right on par with him as well. But it's not the worst thing in the world. I mean, you get him into some nice action poses, you'll never notice the scale anyway. They're close enough. That's pretty much it. There's not a whole lot to say about this guy. He's really nice. He's not the best articulator in the world, but he looks much better than your average Power Rangers toy. I dig him. I think he looks really good. You know, as far as like a desk toy or something just to have on your shelf, you know, he will definitely be serviceable. Very cool. Is it Figuarts or Figma? Figuarts. SH Figuarts from Bandai is making a version of Deker, whatever he's called in Japan. I don't know his name. I saw it on some website. Who knows? But they are making a version of him to kind of go with your Figuarts Shinken Red if you were able to pick him up at Toys R Us. We still got him at my Toys R Us around here, so I assume they're still available around the country. So if you are into like the Figuarts line, you know, keep an eye out for that guy. I haven't seen really detailed pictures, but what I've seen looks pretty outstanding. So, but yeah, as far as this guy goes, you know, for a toy line that's pretty much directed at kids, it's very serviceable. I would say, probably for a line directed to kids, it's probably above and beyond. It's much more detailed than I would have expected, and much better painted than I would have expected. Just be careful when you first start working on him, working with his joints and everything. I had to freeze him to get this joint freed up, and this joint I actually had to boil and pop to get it going. But, you know, since then, I've found that if you kind of give it a little pressure inwards, kind of push that way, and then give it a twist, it'll crack that paint, because there is paint, I guess, on the wrist peg itself. But yeah, that's pretty much it. This is Deker from Power Rangers Samurai and Westertron saying, you guys have a Merry Christmas if I don't get to talk to you. That's what I'm saying this time. Merry Christmas, or Happy Hanukkah, or Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Holidays. If you don't celebrate holidays, then, you know, enjoy your time off from work. And you guys have a good one. I will talk to you later. Check out InfiniteHollywood.com for more tokusatsu and awesome news. Right now he's doing some, what is it, Gamera, I think? Yeah, awesome stuff. You know, the SH Monster line, whatever it's called, is out right now. And I know Newt's getting a real kick out of that. So, yeah. Deker, Westertron signing off. You guys have a good one.